there. It's Gregson to the inside of Sheldon Creed.
Here they come into turn number one. Gregson up. They nearly get together. Creed keeps the hammer down. He'll drive to the outside. It's Sheldon Creed taking the lead off two.
And Noah Gregson's going to fall in behind him halfway down the back straightaway. But here comes Gregson. He'll take a peek into three. Gregson looks, but now Creed will accelerate by using the outside line.
A.J. Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs, they're inches apart off turn number four. They are stacked up behind A.J. and Ty Gibbs, but we follow. The leader's back to one.
A.J. tried to put the squeeze on Gibbs and shut him down. He didn't get it done. Gibbs around the outside. Oh, Gibbs gets sideways. Here Neely gets a piece of the action. Here comes Allmendinger for third.
Allmendinger gets by. Allgaier gets by. Larson gets by. Huge slip for Ty Gibbs coming off turn number two.
He's going to have to settle down and now regroup to try to remount the challenge. However, time is getting precious. 12 laps to go this time by. Noah Gregson right on the back bumper of the race leader, Sheldon Creed.
Lead pair have separated themselves from the third place machine of A.J. Allmendinger by a good 10 or 12 car lengths. Kyle Larson up to the fourth spot. He's got the crosshairs on Allmendinger.
Meanwhile, from sixth on back, it is a hornet's nest, and that's where Ty Gibbs leads that battle off the end of the back straightaway. He's got Austin Hill to his inside. Christopher Bell waiting to see which lane is going to open up.
Josh Berry there, Landon Castle, John Hunter Nemechek, and more. Top two, nose to tail. Then you've got A.J. and Kyle Larson. Drop back and pick up that battle. Ty Gibbs trying to hold on to six.
Larson all the way to the top of the racetrack going after Allmendinger. Threads the needle to the outside. He'll blow the dinger away. Larson to third and on the charge.
Sideways coming out of two. Kyle Larson around the outside will grab third, and he'll pull away by 2 car lengths in the process.
Kyle Larson now has about 10 to 12 car lengths he's going to have to make up if he wants to have any shot at winning this race. It's Sheldon Creed by 2 car lengths over Noah Gregson. Then it is the Kyle Larson machine.
Kyle Larson about 8 or 9 back. A.J. Allmendinger 5 more back in the fourth spot. He's got more company at the back door. Here comes Justin Allgaier.
Allgaier's trying to catch A.J. Allmendinger for fourth, but now that Kyle Larson has broken free of the muck of the mire, he is hammered down, headed to the front, and trying to become the third man in what would be a 3-way battle for the lead.
9 laps to go. Who do you think is going to victory lane? Will it be Creed? Will it be Gregson? Can Kyle Larson run him down? Do we get a late caution flag that changes everything? Top 2 back in 1.
They run nose to tail, 2 turns 1 and 2. Sheldon Creed, the tail of that car just dancing as he makes his way off turn 2.
And Noah Gregson staying with him step for step and stride for stride at the entrance of 3. Both those drivers take their cars to the top of the racetrack and rip ride this 23 degrees of banking.
Fastest car on the racetrack is the third place car, and that's Kyle Larson. It was 10 car length deficit. It was 8. Now it's down to about 6 headed to turn 1.
Every time around, he's a couple of car lengths closer, running that vintage Larson line, inches off the safer barrier. It was 10. It's now 5, the gap back to Larson.
As Gregson practically pushes Creed off of turn 2. Those two are almost tied together, but Creed now will grab a car length at the entrance of 3.
7 laps to go. The top 3, you can say it now, they are nose to tail. Creed's got the lead, 1 car length back to Noah Gregson, 2 more back to Kyle Larson.
Larson clearly the faster of the 3, but it's one thing to catch him and another thing to pass him. Larson is there as they make their way single file to the backstretch.
Put it down to 4 car lengths. Larson is behind Gregson. Put it at 3. Kyle Larson has arrived on the scene. You've got Creed, Gregson, and Larson trying to settle this thing amongst themselves.
It's one thing to run the line that's getting the speed that Kyle Larson is. It's another that you're going to have to pass him because Noah Gregson and Sheldon Creed are running the exact same lane. Front 3 for the lead in turn 1.
The line that has gotten Kyle Larson into contention is no longer open for him to try and make passes. Gregson is running just as high as Larson off 2.
But Gregson has fallen off of Sheldon Creed's back bumper by 2 car lengths. Gregson looks in the rearview mirror. He's got Kyle Larson bearing down on him. Gregson playing offense and defense at the same time.
With 5 laps to go here at Darlington Raceway, all eyes at the front of the field. Noah's there. Sheldon Creed trying to hold him off as they race to 1.
Gregson perhaps cooling the tires for one final run. Creed taking a low line, a full groove off the wall, leaving the top wide open.
Leaders to the back straightaway. Creed still a car length in front. Gregson, Larson, here they come off the end of the back straightaway, all 3, angle their cars for the top of the racetrack.
Who's going to dive for the bottom off turn number 4? It's going to be Kyle Larson. He'll take a look downstairs. Can't get the grip he's looking for. 4 laps to go. Here's Noah Gragson shoving Sheldon Creed to turn 1.
He took a peek to the inside. There was nothing there on the front chute. He takes a peek to the outside. Creed slides up to block. Here comes the crossover. Noah Gragson to the bottom. Larson looking to make it 3 wide.
Here comes Larson to the inside. Gragson has to bail out. Larson goes to second. Creed will keep the lead. The 3 are still tied tightly together in this ongoing battle for the point.
Top 3 have 3 to go, in the crowd on their feet here at Darlington Raceway, and why not? What a show we've got. Creed across the line, a half a car length back now is Kyle Larson.
Creed goes to the bottom, giving Larson that outside lane, and here he comes, rocketing to the outside, trying to put a wheel up. He can't fill the hole. He'll cross over to the bottom.
Well, Creed gets sideways out of 2. He'll hang on to the race car. Larson has to check up or even have collected Creed, but that allows Gragson to arrive on the scene. No change. Creed still leads.
Sheldon Creed trying to win and get into the playoffs. Kyle Larson simply trying to get a win at Darlington Raceway. Here he is on the back bumper as they race to 1.
Gloves are off as they head for 1. Creed this time won't even try the bottom. Larson now is going to look to the low line. Kyle Larson is halfway there. Puts the wheel up. Here comes Gragson back in with their single file.
Creed will keep the lead coming to the back straightaway. Larson has to back away, but if Creed looks in the rearview mirror, he can see the whites of Kyle Larson's eyes. Larson is there, ready to pounce off of 4.
And now the white flag at the start-finish line. 1 more lap around the Darlington Raceway. Here comes Kyle Larson down to the inside. Battle for the lead, goes back to 1.
He gets the run off turn 4. He's sideways. He gets into Creed. Creed's in the wall. They bang each other at the exit of 2 and keep going. They are side by side for the checkered flag.
Leaning on each other, here comes Noah Gragson. They are 3 wide. Larson has to bail out. Gragson now will dive to the bottom of the racetrack. Creed is in the wall. So is Larson. So is Gragson out of turn 4.
All of them bouncing off the wall. Who's going to get their car back to the line? Checkered flag is out, and Noah Gragson wins at Darlington Raceway. Sheldon Creed hangs on to finish 2nd, right in front of A.J. Allmendinger, who was 3rd. Justin Allgaier is 4th, and Kyle Larson fades to finish in position number 5. What a finish at Darlington Raceway. Noah Gragson is headed to Ruoff Mortgage Victory Lane. Let's go to pit road.
Luke Lambert, how about that one? Wow.
Well, that's going to go down in the history books. It's probably one of the best races I've ever seen in my life. Super pumped to be able to win it.